Sonetta TV. We looking for Sonetta TV. Oh, hit that note. I can't sing. Sonetta TV. What it's gonna be? Huh? It's reaching out to the community. Sonetta TV. Ooh-wee. What it's gonna be? Sonetta TV. All right. Yeah. Sonetta TV. He's running from me. Cause VicDamoane, the king of trolls. Got the books. Huh? What's wrong, Si? I ain't got no books for you. What's wrong, bro? Huh? Why you keep picking them easy targets, Si? Sonetta TV. What it's gonna be? Stop running from me. I'ma send this to black minister Jesus. And that didn't rhyme at all. But answer your phone when I call. Oh. God damn it. What's up, Si? You don't want to talk about these books, bro. You always making videos about these books. But he don't want to talk to me about these books. He don't want to talk to me about these books. Sonetta TV. Oh. What's up, man? All right. We're going to have to talk to Sonetta about these books. All right. That he can't read. That's right. I said it. Sonetta, you cannot even read these books, bruh. You know this. You can't read these books. God has banned you. You have been banned. All right? You have been banned. All right? God blocked you as soon as you got on Blog Talk Radio talking shit. Now, you know this. You know this. As soon as you went public airways, talk about Jesus ain't real and God ain't real, Jesus said, you know what? Block that nigga. What? You know this. I was there when Jesus blocked you. I was there when Jesus Christ blocked you. All right. Soon as you got to talking that shit, Jesus like, oh, okay, blocked and banned. Huh? Now, let's show the world. Let's show the world how Sonetta was blocked and banned by Jesus Christ himself. All right. Now check this out. Look, which one you want, Si? You want the contemporary English version? You want the King James version? Why don't we just grab both of these motherfuckers? Hold on. Let's just grab both of these motherfuckers. Come on, Si. Let's go into the light. Let's go into the light. All right. Okay. Right here, Si. All right. All right. We back? Are we back? Yes, it's buffering because Jesus has blocked Sonetta. I can't even show the goddamn. See, you see how that shit just cut off? All right. Yes, it's supposed to buffer like crazy because Jesus kicked you out. Look, you see how I opened the book? I opened the book. I got Sonetta's name in the title and the stream cut the fuck off. Oh, Sonetta. That's that. Look, we're going to just put that to the side because we all witnessed that. We all witnessed that. We all saw it. We all saw it. Jesus don't like you, Sinetta, but I'm going to keep rolling. All right, this is proof. Look, you wanted evidence, goddamn, I'm coming with the proof. Now, Sinetta ain't even going to understand this. All right, as I was flipping pages and I said, Sinetta, the whole fucking shit fucked up. That's cool, Sinetta. What we were talking about before the stream buffered and stripped down, because Jesus really don't even want me talking to your motherfucking ass about this, but I gotta get it out. All right? Jesus blocked you on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, Skype. Okay? You can't call that nigga on Hangouts. And you wondering what the fuck going on. Let's do this. All right, let's break it down. Let's break it down. We're going to start with the verses you never read in 32 and 33. Now let me, hold up, so I want to hide the chat. Are we good? Are we good? I can't even read it. What the? Oh, yes, I know you done fucked up. I can't even read this shit. I got it here in front of me. And every time I go to read this shit, the live get the fucking up. That ain't flagging. That's Jesus Christ. I'm trying, Si. I'm trying. Look, y'all. Listen. Listen. Y'all see that cable modem over there? It's working. Look, we're going to show y'all that the cable ain't shit wrong with my internet service. If my internet service was off, the cable would be off. All right. Look, they go all 5 lights. We good. We got 5 lights. Right? Right? I can't even read the motherfucking shit. Because you don't ever, and you know what's so funny? You don't even read those verses ever in the 5 years I've known you. You don't read those verses. Why is it every time I get to read the shit, the stream fuck up? That's twice. Oh, Sinetta. Oh, Sinetta. That's 2 times I get to reading these scriptures to Sinetta to inform him on why he is blocked and the stream fucks up. What's up with that? What's up with that? What's up with that, Si? Help me out. Don't say it's my internet service because all my shit is working. Look, I got the game on. All right. If my internet would have went down, this motherfucking stream wouldn't even be running right now. That's that new Call of Duty. So I'm going to try again for a 3rd time. Maybe I can get it out on why Jesus Christ blocked and banned Sinetta. We're gonna try to get it out this time. 3rd time's the charm, right? 3rd time's the charm. All right. Matthew 10, verses 32, 33, 34. Matthew chapter 10, verses 32, 33, and 34. That's in the case that this motherfucker fuck up again. All right. Let's try it again. One more time. Matthew 10, 32 and 33. Everyone then, and we're going to go right here. Your screen, your shit might freeze up, Si. Your eyes might start burning as I show you this shit, so be careful. Everyone then that confesses union with me before men, I will also confess union with him before my Father who is in the heavens. But whoever disowns me before men, I will also disown him before my Father who is in the heavens. Do not think I came to put peace upon the earth. I came to put not peace, but a sword. Now, this is at Matthew chapter 10, verses 32, 33, and 34. Now, what book is this? Sinetta, because you're a big book fan, right? This is the Jehovah's Witness Bible. You know about these, don't you? Yep, Jehovah's Witness Bible, right? Oh, that's giving out misinformation. That's saying the wrong thing. That ain't the King James Version. Yada, 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 right? Okay, that's why we got the King James Version right here, okay? Now, let's go to King James Version. Matthew, book of Matthew, chapter 10, verses 32, 33, and 34. Whoever therefore shall confess me before men, I will also confess also before my Father which is in the heavens. But whoever shall deny me before men, him I will also deny before my Father which is in the heavens. Well, hot damn, it says the same thing. Look at that. 34. Think not that I have come to send peace on earth. I came not to send peace, but a sword. Well, hot damn. Now, is it just me, or is the King James Version and the Jehovah's Witness Bible saying the same shit about disownership? The only difference between the Jehovah's Witness Bible and the King James Version is that in the King James Version, we're talking with the thou art thou. All right? We don't say thou art and art thou anymore, do we, Sinetta? We don't say that anymore. So you can't hold that as, a wording hostage, because this is the English language at the time. This is contemporary English. It is no different than translating an African text into English. If you translate an African text into English, right, the white man's language, let's always remember that. The language that we speak, Sinetta, is the language of the white man. It is the only language we understand. Always remember that. It's the only way we can read some shit. When you go through your house, right? This ain't African, is it? No. This ain't in African. Is this African? No, but we sure go and buy it, don't we? How many black people went and bought this? You buy this? I bought some of this. It actually works. Flex Seal. Is that African? Nope. Nothing African about that. All right. Black people. All black people then bought this. All black people then bought this. Is that African? Nope. When you look in Africa, guess what you don't see? A whole bunch of African symbols all in people's houses. Every African house that is filmed, they don't have Mother Africa and a black fist in their house. In fact, the continent of Africa, the majority of Africans are Christians. The majority of Africans, all right, believe in Christianity. So I always ask the question, when we go back to Mother Africa, where do we go? Do we go to the Congo, where Boko Haram and people are being tortured and murdered and killed? Do we go to Kenya, where they just made polygamy legal and men are allowed to have as many females as they want? Do we go to Uganda, where black people that are, from different, if they are homosexual, they are killed and tortured, belittled and humiliated? Which part of Africa do we go to exactly? I put a post up where an African man said some of the most honest statement I ever heard from an African. He said that Black Americans are not our brothers. He said, if you stay in a country for 400 years, then you are no longer a part of another country. And I said, well, you know what? I wish this African brother would actually talk to some of these Black folks over here that was born in America, raised in America, all of these things, right? But then try to say that they're a part of another country. I mean, Sarnetta, like I truly believe that that brother is Native American. Boy, wouldn't that fuck up your shit if you found that out. What if you were Native American? Because believe it or not, Si, you look more like a Native American, a Black Native American, than you would look like more of an African brother. I'm just saying, you got good hair, just like me. And us good-haired, brown-skinned brothers, the majority of us turned out to be Native American. We were half white and half Black Native American, meaning that our origin didn't come from Africa. What do you do then? What do you do then when you find out that the reason why your skin is melanated is because your ancestors were Native American, dark Native American? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. What do you do then when you find out that there's Native American in your bloodline and about that much African? Damn. How do you fix that? See, in order to know your history, you have to study all history. And that's just not African history, African culture. All right. As human beings, if you are interested in something, then you adapt. All right. Then you adapt. A Black man goes to China, he's Chinese. A Black man goes to the UK, he's talking like them. You put a Black man in Africa, and all of a sudden his life is changed forever. Right. When he says West African, yeah, are we putting a compass in the middle of the continent? Do y'all realize how big Africa actually is? Motherfuckers don't grasp that shit. You can sit like 2 Americas inside of Africa. All right. All right. Now, there's no argument about the origin of man. There's no argument about that. That the original man came from Africa. There's no argument there. Hell, the Bible backs that theory up. The Bible acknowledges the Canaanite race. The Canaanite race is acknowledged in the Bible. You know, the motherfuckers that wanted to be atheists, the motherfuckers that said God ain't real. You exist in the Bible. But in all of your studies, in all of your teachings, the Bible isn't acknowledged. It's just attacked. Funny, ain't it? That the book you talk shit about actually gives you acknowledgement, but all the teachings that you have studied just tells you to attack the Bible, discredit it, and see negative things on it. That's strange, isn't it? All right. So many of us feel that white people are not human, which is stupid to think that in 2019. All right. The way you base color and race, you don't apply that to anything else in life and realize how dumb it sounds. All right. Let's break it down for you. All right. If I go get a white bear, a black bear, a grizzly bear, and a panda bear, which one of those bears won't fuck you up in the wild? Which one of those bears are going to allow you to just rub it and touch it and this, that, the other? You got a white bear, which would be a polar bear, a black bear, which would be the American bear. The grizzly bear is also American. Then we go to Asia and go get a panda bear. We sit all these bears in front of you. Which one of those bears, all right, is just going to let you play with it and this, that, the other, and you don't come up bleeding or dead? All right. Funny, huh? That color scheme don't work in God's kingdom. The way you break down color, it doesn't apply in God's kingdom. Let's apply it to something else. Oh, I know. A pit bull. I got a white pit bull. I got a black pit bull. I got a brown pit bull. I got a brindle one. All right. I got a blue nose. Which one of these pits won't let, you know what I'm saying? Which one of these pits is safe? Which one of these pits ain't gonna bite your ass? All right. My pit bulls are trained and domesticated. But guess what? Everybody that's seen Snowflake biting me, he can't stop biting me. Baby, all right, my girl was a stray. I rescued her. She still bites me. And guess what? These motherfuckers is black and white. They black and white. Look, she got a little bit of white in her. This motherfucker's all solid and shit. But which one of those pit bulls, if I fuck with it, which one is just gonna let me, just go in and do whatever I want to do with it? All right. See how that logic don't apply in God's kingdom. All right. That logic don't apply in God's kingdom, Sonetta. I'm just saying. Because God created more things than humans, right? So none of these other creations are in a race war. The bumblebees ain't plotting on the wasps and say, we got to run these niggas up out of here, man. These goddamn wasps. The wasp, nigga, they got us under control. We are oppressed by the wasp. Where does that apply in God's kingdom? You know what man is responsible for creating? Man created this. Man created this. Man created this. Man created this. This is the power that man has of creation. Machines, objects. Guess what? This object ain't beefing with this object. This object ain't running around telling all the other objects that this object over here is oppressing them. You see? When it comes to a lighter, it doesn't matter what color the lighter is, right? Because it's not about color. It's about purpose. It's not about color. It's about purpose. Now, what was the purpose of the Bible? What was the purpose? Because that's what it's about, the purpose. The purpose of the Bible was this, Si. Man could not survive without it. Man could not go forward and advance without the Bible. Let's make it simple. Sinetta, if it wasn't for the Bible, Nat Turner and Harriet Tubman would not exist. Think about that. If the Bible did not exist, then slavery would continue in this country and we would have never been free. Sinetta. How do you miss that? How do you skip over that? That your ancestors, the slaves, the ones that died for you, your ancestors, the ones that died in this country for you. If it was not for the Bible, you would be picking cotton right now. And would you prefer that? Would that be better? You don't like God's name being spread, but if it was not for God's word, you would still be on a fucking plantation. How do you skip that? How do you skip that? And it amazes me on how all these motherfucking conscious people just skip over that one fact that you weren't learning about no fucking Yoruba in slavery times. All right? Your voodoo magic had no authority in slavery times. Pan-Africanism, all right, did not exist in slavery time. So what else would have freed the slaves outside of God himself and the word of Jesus Christ? Help me understand, Si. This is why you don't want to bring me on the show. I get it. Now I got to grab a microphone. Now I got to lay this video down. Now I got to send this shit to Black Minister Jesus because he gonna want this smoke. All right. The black man was not all shipped over here from Africa. You were manufactured. And that's what you don't want to accept. All right. You know, the funny thing about Black history has been altered and doctored, and then motherfuckers that know the truth try to hide certain elements from people. All right. Let's talk about the real. All right. When the white man came to this country and started wiping out the Native Americans, he didn't kill all of them, did he? So where'd they go? You didn't hear about the black slaves sleeping with Native Americans and creating a whole new race of people. I guess you don't know that story, huh? That some Native Americans were fucking Africans. But I guess that's impossible, right? That's far-fetched, ain't it? Is that far-fetched? That a Native American was fucking an African? Oh my God, that can't happen. That can't happen. Because the first hybrid race was that. The Native American sleeping with an African, which created the African American. Wow. Where do you think your name came from? African American is the Native Americans and the Africans crossing together. You know, like when you take a lion and mix it with a tiger, you get a liger. Now, roots should make a whole lot of sense right now. Y'all remember the series, the movie Roots? Roots should make a whole lot of sense right now. Because when Kunta Kinte was sitting in the woods with the other African brother, and he said, "Brother, what's wrong with these people? They don't have any identity. They don't have no tribe. They don't come from anywhere. What's wrong with these people? Why is it that they don't know what freedom is?" Well, that's simple. See, you would only need a few Native American, half Native American and half African children, right? Because if we got the Native Americans and we got the Africans and they fucking and they making these new babies, these hybrid children, right? These hybrid children are not recognized in America. They're like my fucking dog. So you take those children from their parents, you kill the parents, and you raise that child up into a slave. You raise that child up into a slave. As long as you teach a child that it is not a child, but a dog, it will always believe that. All right? Something with the Willie Lynch letters? Yeah. But see, it's even easier. It's even easier if I have a brand new baby, right? Think about it, people. If I got a brand new baby that doesn't know anything about life, and I teach that child from birth that it is okay to be a slave. You are a slave. You will never be respected. All right. The white man is the hierarchy. You are this, you are that. And the child goes right into the role willingly. Willingly. There's no fight. There's no fight. There was no need to use physical force. All right. There was no need to use physical force, with the exception of killing off the parents. Right? Because if an African started sleeping with a Native American, then yeah, the black man is going to inherit America along with Africa. That makes us having possession of two countries. Meaning that this one here, along with that one there, both of these motherfuckers belong to us. So you shouldn't really, discredit America so tough. Because people don't really do research. All right. Now, think about this. These same babies that were raised into slaves, right? They were given knowledge of God and Jesus Christ. But the white man failed at his job. I want you to think about something. You are a hybrid creation. God never meant for the Africans to come over and fuck Native Americans. You are not even on the list of scheduling. It was not supposed to happen, right? But it did. So the white man had 400 years to tell you the truth about God, and he didn't do that. The white man had 400 years to tell you the truth about God, and he didn't. So what happened? God freed the slaves. The same God that you hate made you a free man. And with your freedom, all right, you turn around and say that he ain't shit for setting you free. This is why God don't involve himself with human beings, because you're ungrateful. You're ungrateful. And you've been ungrateful throughout your entire existence. Just endless ungratefulness. Endless. See, the funny thing is, the white slave masters, they were given the same amount of time that Pharaoh was. That's why they say God is fair, because Pharaoh basically had enslaved his own people, and God gave him 400 years to get it right. When that time clock was up, in the days of the flood, he gave all of humanity 600 years before it started raining. See, Si, you wouldn't want to really see God or Jesus Christ, because I want you to think about something. If God was to come to you right now, do you think that it would be a peaceful conversation? If Jesus was to come to you right now, do you think that conversation would be a nice one? Do you think that he would sit there with you after 60 years or 50 years, however long you've been living? You have been talking shit about Jesus Christ. So how would he approach you? I mean, that's no different than a troll, a motherfucker stalking you or being on your page. Oh, okay, I'll give you a prime example. That's like Hassan Campbell. If you were Jesus Christ, then look, Hassan Campbell is Sarnetta. Now, how do you have that conversation? You're Jesus Christ. Hassan Campbell is Sarnetta. How do you have that conversation, bro? Do you go over there and be nice to that nigga? Do you go over there like, hey, man, you didn't believe me, but here I am. I just wanted to come down and... Really? How do you think that conversation? Look, oh, Pamela. See, look, I don't want this work because he already know. Like I told y'all, I done been on Sarnetta show. We done had the debates on Blog Talk Radio and this, that, the other. All right. We done did that. We done danced in the ring. All right. But I'm feeling a little froggy because he put up a video of my homeboy in Detroit. So, Si, you shouldn't have did that. You shouldn't have did that, man. All right. Now I got to come out my bag on you. He trying to shit on the city. I got to come out my bag on Sarnetta now. All right. Because I'm well versed I'm well versed. Sinetta always try to pick these easy targets. Motherfucker just turned his life over to Christianity yesterday, and Sinetta trying to bring him on the show. Oh no. Bring some real heat. Bring a motherfucker and see, look, when I met Sinetta, I was on the bottom, baby. Telling him that Jesus was going to come through for a nigga. All right? I was on the bottom telling him back then, Jesus is going to come through for a nigga. This was in 2014. In 2014, me and my wife was struggling. I was still doing blog talk radio shows, but we were fucking struggling. You hear me? Yeah. So we fast forward in the time. Oh, Jesus done hooked a nigga up. Jesus done hooked a nigga up, boy. What? Jesus done hooked a nigga up. All the way up. Jesus done hooked him up. Man. See, that's why I said Sinetta don't want this word. All right. There are motherfuckers that follow me that don't even believe in Jesus Christ, and Jesus has used them to hook me up. I didn't watch that shit happen 1,000 times. Y'all want to talk about Tommy, right? Me and Tommy joining forces or whatever. Really? That was on some Jesus Christ shit. Because Tommy was giving me money, and that was weird as fuck. Nobody wants to look at that for what it is. Tommy Sotomayor, he didn't just give me like one-time money. This nigga was giving me money out his pocket in some occasions. When Jesus left that nigga, he woke up like, what the fuck? No, stop donating to VicDamoane. Stop. When that nigga came through, he said, hold up, wait. Hold up, y'all done gave this nigga a car, all this. I don't approve any of this. Nigga, you did. You just did. What are you talking about? All right. Well, see, put it like this. Jesus will bestow blessings upon you by using other people. You dig? I'll give you an example. When God wanted to talk to Pharaoh, he didn't go himself. He sent Moses. See how that works? So, all right. There were certain things that laid on my heart that God knew I wanted, and shit, I got all of that shit. I got everything I asked for, so I don't know the fuck. Shit. I mean, if God ain't gave you everything you asked for, then yeah, you must be doing something wrong. I don't know what you're doing wrong. You said the Bible is a children's book? No, I disagree. All right. See, the Bible is based in the supernatural. Oh, y'all didn't have to block them, but anyway, the Bible is based in the supernatural. You follow me? So I have plenty of supernatural shit that didn't happen to me. All right. Off rip. I done had plenty of supernatural shit happen. All right? All right? He said, tell him how he spoke to Moses. Well, he had to go on top of a mountain. Moses went on top of a mountain to speak to God. And what did Moses tell all the people? He said, hey, man, don't follow me. He said, because if you follow me, you will be killed. And he said, off in the distance, they could hear Moses talking. And every time he would stop talking, the whole mountain would shake. It was like the mountain was responding to what he was saying. The mountain was responding to what he was saying. Do you realize that even though you might not believe in the Bible, you still base your life and you live off of the Bible? All right. If you don't believe, well, first of all, a show of hands of how many motherfuckers that don't believe in the Bible. Because here's my thing. If you don't believe in the Bible, then you shouldn't be doing the shit that's in the Bible. That's the bottom line. I don't believe in gangs. So I'm not running around spray painting gang insignias all over the goddamn place. Nor am I holding any moral gang code. All right. I'm not a gang member. So I don't just focus on the color blue or the color red and make up some excuse on why I don't wear the other color. All right. I got all types of colors in my shit. All right. Now, if you want to talk about Miss B, what you're talking about the basic instructions before she said the living earth about this. Jesus Christ said, on that day, many will be saying, Lord, Lord, haven't we done works and this, that, the other? And I would say to those people, I never knew you. Now, we've all had family members, friends, whatever you want to call it, that have died from old age. The elderly die and pass off. Every single old person or a motherfucker that's on the brink of death, every single person says that either they see Jesus, they're talking to Christ, or some spirit entity has entered the room. Now, see, that has a lot to do with Scripture, on that day. See, Jesus is pointing to the last day of your life. Long story short, Jesus is the only person that speaks on resurrecting you into the afterlife. Jesus is the only one that can bring you back to life. Without him, no other spirit creature, no other entity, nothing else gives a fuck about you. Everything else that is infinite, everything else that is eternal does not give a fuck about you. You are a blip to those things. You're a blip. They don't even give a fuck about you knowing their awareness because they are eternal. You are mortal. They don't know anything about mortality. They're going to watch you die because they watched your grandmama die and your great grandmama. So that's a hard pill to swallow when Jesus Christ tells you to put him before your own mother and father. Put him before your own son and daughter. How many people can actually do that? How many people can actually do that? All right. That's not easy. But just like any other thing in life, right? If you continue the path that is laid, you will receive blessings, rewards, etc., all that shit. All right. Everything I prayed for, I pretty much got. I can't look around my living conditions and then think back maybe 7 years ago and see where I was then and where I am now. See, because if I go back 7 years or even 8 years, right? I was a goddamn manager at White Castle, and every single dollar I had went to the bills. Every single dollar. It was like I could never, ever, ever come out even or with an overhead. An ongoing cycle. Ongoing cycle. But when I look back on it, right, it was almost like, well, God wasn't going to just give me something that he didn't feel that I was mentally prepared for, or I was mentally ready at that time to receive it. But I did receive it. I can't say that I didn't receive it. I can't say that when I prayed to Jesus Christ that he didn't come through, because he came through big time. Now, how did all this shit happen? How did all this shit happen? It's because I prayed the right way. Now I got Grown Folks TV in the building, so he gonna know what I'm talking about when I bring this next subject up right here. When I say I prayed the right way, because there's a right way of praying and there's a wrong way of praying. Now, if you're praying the wrong way, you can't take that out on God. You can't blame God for you praying the wrong way. Because the proper way to pray to God is in the Bible. And if you are not praying the way Jesus Christ told you to pray, this is probably why your prayers ain't getting answered. Now, I'm not saying that to be mean. I'm saying that to be factual. You can't go into a McDonald's and get a slice of pizza because they don't sell pizza. You can't take your car to an oil change place and expect them to install a speaker system and change the color of your car. You're doing it the wrong way. You wouldn't pull up at a gas station and your car takes unleaded gas and you put some old hybrid fuel in your shit, then wonder why your car is fucking up. There's a right way to pray. There's a wrong way to pray. Let's break this down. Grown Folks TV. When me and you were little and we would go with our grandmothers to those Baptist churches, when we would go inside those Baptist churches and the preacher, before he started preaching, all of us in the church had to say the Lord's Prayer. True or false? People? People that's in their 40s and up. When we went to those churches with our grandmothers, every single Sunday morning, they would say the Lord's Prayer, would they not? The Lord's Prayer ain't no hip hop song. The Lord's Prayer ain't no dance music. It's not praise worship. It's very direct. When you go to a church now, how many of these churches are saying the Lord's Prayer? But it's amazing, right? When we were little and all of these churches were saying the Lord's Prayer, life was pretty goddamn good, wasn't it? All of our grandparents and mamas had jobs and money, and it was like beauty in the city. But then when we got to the 90s, all those other pastors died off. They stopped saying the Lord's Prayer in these churches. So if you stop saying the Lord's Prayer, whatever else you say, God ain't trying to hear that. How am I supposed to be calling your phone and I'm dialing the wrong number? I say I want to talk to Grown Folks TV, but I keep calling Nature Boy on Instagram saying, is Grown Folks TV there? Oh, don't get mad at me. I'm just calling because I was looking for Grown Folks. Does that make any sense? I'm looking for Sinetta. Maybe I should call Tommy. Does that make any sense? See, the logic we try to use against the Bible, it don't work when we apply it to any other thing out here. When you try to go against the Bible and you say, well, this is fake, that's fake, this is fake, well, then you're saying your history is fake. You're denying your own Black history when you shit on the Bible. All right. I mean, like it or not, we are descendants of Noah. We are more connected to the bloodline of Noah than we ever was with Adam and Eve. And if you want to blame slavery on something, then blame it on Noah. Because Noah was the first person in the world to introduce slavery. Noah brought slavery into the world. Noah was melanated. His whole family was melanated. And he basically took a group of family members and turned them into slaves. You know, the same way they did over here. Because nothing is new under the sun. So the same thing that Noah did in ancient times was repeated by the white man. He's not the origin of slavery. And when you talk about the Bible, promotes slavery, no, it doesn't promote it. It teaches that it existed. Now, who were the slave masters? Oh, the men of power. But the only difference between the Black Americans and those ancient Africans is that the ancient Africans, they fought back. They didn't have a Bible, and they did the same uprising. They denounced God. They said, we not fucking with this shit because Noah made us a slave. We will not listen to his God. His God told him to make us into slaves. Fuck him and his God. That's in the Bible, Sinetta. Why don't you ever harp on that? Because the Egyptians didn't believe in the Hebrew God. But the Hebrew God wiped the Egyptians out, didn't he? He didn't spare them. Think about it. The Egyptians believed in dynasty. They believed in having sex with your own family members. This was a heavy belief. And this belief was based in what? The fact of keeping the wealth within the family. They believed that a man having sex with a sister or cousin or whoever had no consequence. But it did, didn't it? Now, before science existed, who told you not to sleep with your sister or your mother or your daughter? Who told you before science existed? Who told you not to do that outside of God himself? Now, he didn't say that if you do this, your dick gonna fall off, or, spiders are gonna come out, or he didn't say none of that. He just told you, hey man, don't do this. Now, all of y'all that follow that ancient African belief, you should be married to your sister right now. All right. I mean, think about it. Even modern day today, the people of India don't believe in the Bible, and they go against Scripture. And they believe in child molestation, and they believe in homosexuality. So they went against the word of God, and they have the highest HIV rate in the world. India has the highest HIV rate in the world. That's why it bugs me out how all these little celebrities is running over to Dubai, all these other places. Guess they don't read. It's a lot of things that God told you to do. All right. All right. Think about it like this. When humankind committed the first act of sin, man was altered from that point because no other animal, no other creature had sinned like this. The creature in history had ever defied God. If the Bible is fake, or it was, constructed by the white man to enslave people, then shouldn't the white people be through the entire book and not just in the New Testament? I mean, shouldn't Moses be white? Noah be white? Adam and Eve be white? All of us should be white. The Hebrews should be white. The Egyptians should be white. But when you think about it, the Egyptians are kind of white. So when we speak on our ancient Egyptian brothers and sisters, we kind of forget that they lacked a little melanin. They didn't really have it. I mean, you can look at Egyptian women, women from Iraq, all of these different countries, right? They look like white women. You ever seen a woman from Iraq? She looked like a white girl. Have anybody ever noticed that? So if she, even though she's from Iraq, moves to the UK, does that make her white? No, you say she's still an Iraqi girl, right? She wouldn't be a cave dweller, but even though she looked like them, I mean, if the people from Iraq, Jerusalem, all of these people, they are not our complexion. Why are we beefing with the white people again? Oh, that's right. They mutants. But if they're mutants, that would still make them human, right? Because you say they mutated, but they were black people before they mutated, right? So that skin augmentation would probably come from the environment, because they decided to go to the coldest place on the earth. They went further and further to the top of the earth. They went further away from the equator. Strange, isn't it? You know, you would think everybody from Iraq, you know, they should look like black people. But they look like white people. All right. You said he getting Jabbar ready? No, bro. Tell Sign that it is. My man Jabari, yeah, holler at Jabbar. Yes. All right. I know all them. They remember me. They remember me. They should remember me. All right. All right. I'm sorry. Jesus was talking about narrow gates and broad gates, and motherfuckers having their rewards in full. All right. Sinetta is a primary example of that. All right. Now Sinetta is New York. He is the blackness of New York. God damn it. Now I love that brother. I don't want motherfuckers to think I hate Sinetta, because I don't. All right. That brother be on the streets. All right. He integrates with the people. All right. He got a lot of juice. So he has his reward in full. All right. But Sinetta, Jesus didn't hook me the fuck up, bro. Jesus didn't hook me the fuck up, bro. All right. Ask Tim Tam what this room used to look like. Tell motherfuckers send you photos of the old room. God damn it. All right. Jesus didn't hook me the fuck up, bro. I'm just saying. All right. All right. Jesus to hook me up, Si. All right. Sinetta. All them blog talk radio shows, all them shows we did with Tyrone, bro. All right. This is all I had, Si. It's all I had, bro. A Dell, Windows 8, touchscreen. I thought this was the shit. It's all I had, Si. That was it. It don't even work no more. All right. It don't even work. All right. That's where it started from, Si. Just that. Just this. This one little item. Then, when this broke down, all I had was a cell phone. All right. But not once did I turn my back on Jesus Christ, homie. And, you know, when I look up now and I see 3 monitors and I see 2 turntables, sound bars, and all this shit, PS4s, all this shit. And it started from here. This right here started from this right here. Just this. And we went from this to this. All right. Drones and shit. Yeah, man. That's some Jesus Christ shit. Sorry. All right. That's some Jesus Christ shit. All right. Hell, when I look into this living room, Sinetta, is some Jesus Christ shit. Because this bitch was fucked up. Ask anybody. All right. That's some Jesus Christ shit. Shit coming out of nowhere. That's how God works. That's how Christ works. All right. He gonna hit you out of nowhere. Especially, all right, if you got his back, he gonna have your back. It's just that simple. All right. Motherfuckers doubt. That's why they don't get love. That's why they don't get support. That's why you got some Jesus people that sit on top of the world and the other Jesus people that don't. It's no different than the shit you believe in. You got half-ass motherfuckers that claim to be pro-black, but then you got the other motherfucker that is pro-black. That's no different. What's the difference? What's the difference? All right? Motherfuckers that really rock with Jesus and then motherfuckers that pretend. Hey, it's perpetrators in every set. All right? That's the way of the world. All right? It's perpetrators in every set. All right? The Bloods and the Crips got to deal with motherfuckers half-ass loyal. Look at Tekashi 6ix9ine. All right? It's half-asses in every set. All right? Look at the Bloods. Bloods running around. All right, they looking like, well, goddamn, we got to kill this nigga. Motherfuckers gonna think we a bitch. They gonna think we could try us. We gotta kill this nigga, man. Who going to jail for life? All right, yeah. All right. Jesus ain't gonna really fuck with nobody that has doubt. So be a motherfucker that say, yeah, I rock with Jesus, but I doubt, yeah, you sound like Peter. He ain't finna fuck with you. All right, been there, done that. Fucking with Peter got him fucked up. Been there, done that. Ain't gonna do it again. Yeah, Jesus knew he was going to die, but he didn't know how he was gonna die. And when he looked over at Peter, he's like, damn, bro, that's fucked up. I'm thinking I'm gonna just walk around and get shot or something. Like a fucking brick is gonna fall on me and kill me or something. Nigga, you set me up, bro. God damn. All right. And what that showed God was that, you know what? You motherfuckers is evil. I sent my son down here to talk to you niggas, and this is what y'all do? Yeah, look, you know what? Send Gabriel down there. Go talk to them niggas over there laying in the sand. Yeah, them sand niggas. Go get them. This don't make no fucking sense. All right. Matter of fact, I take that back. Paul was your last straw. Because guys stopped talking to motherfuckers, but Paul was your last straw. After that, come on. Shut up. That's when he sent Gabriel, or Jabril, as it said. What up, bro? And poof, you have the Quran. Why do you think the Quran had to be created? Do you know why the Quran had to be created? Because God's name had been taken out of the Bible by the goddamn white people. The black people disowned God. The white people took his name out the Bible. So guess what? Another version had to be created. It's called the Quran. The Quran had a name for, oh, no, just push that button over there. Yeah, you push it down and then you lift up on the fence. Yeah, and then it swings open. But, all right, it's always humankind. It's always humankind. The black man says, you know what? We're not following this shit. The white man says, you know what? We'll just take God's name out the book. So that way, if our race gets to reading it, they'll never know what to call this motherfucker. They'll never know what to say. They'll always have it ass backwards. So we win either way. Now, who's winning in this scenario? Think about it. The black people that go against the white people, you are united with Satan. This is where the whole element of devil worship comes in, right? Because you got the black folks, right, who say, well, the Bible ain't real. Jesus is this. Jesus. They never have anything negative to say about Satan. They can't even do a show about Satan. All right, if the Bible is fake and Jesus is fake, why don't none of y'all niggas ever diss Satan? All right, because us Jesus people, we believe in Satan. We believe that Satan exists. We believe that Satan is the enemy and he's doing all this fucked up shit on the planet. So how come y'all ain't calling that nigga out? It's just weird. Y'all do endless live shows on Noah, Moses, Paul, fucking Jesus, Peter, nigga. All right, all these other motherfuckers, Adam and Eve get attention, all that shit, right? But these niggas don't ever talk shit about Satan. Do y'all notice that? I mean, if you can prove to us that Satan ain't real, I think a lot of people will stop believing in the Bible. Real talk. Real talk. You will listen, and this is to Sidnet and all his people. If you could prove that Satan does not exist and it is a fallacy and he's a bitch and all, like just the same way y'all talk shit about Jesus and all that other shit. If y'all could do that with Satan, not only would the Christians put the Bible down, but the motherfucking Muslims will put the Quran down at the same fucking time. Because one book can't exist without the other. So look how many people y'all will wake up at once. If Satan isn't real, this should be easy. This should be simple. If the devil and demons and all these things don't exist, all right, you should be able to expose it, right? You should be able to break it down and watch the Muslims and the Christians throw these books away and say, you know what? Damn, look, they didn't found, look, Satan ain't real. Hot damn. He's not a real entity. He is not the son of the true God that hates humanity. No, wow. All right. Yes, we are going to prove, we would like for them to say, well, you know, we're going to do a whole series on breaking down how we're going to debunk this Satan character. I mean, we would love to hear that story. I would love to hear it. All right. Because even in your belief system and all motherfuckers that practice voodoo, well, the Bible's telling you that that spirit is nothing more than a fallen angel. All right? That entity that you summon is nothing more than a son of the true God that was cast out of heaven, a motherfucker that was kicked out. It might not be Satan, could be another one. I mean, out of 666 million. All right. All right. Yeah. Think about it. Out of 666 million angels that were kicked out of heaven and that are roaming on the earth, not all of them have names. They were created. Some of them don't have names. They just are. Their purpose is to be a follower, to listen to a superior. No different than how it works on earth. In every culture, in every tribe, there's a superior. So the superior on earth is Satan himself. That's why he told you that he had control of all the kingdoms of the world. They were under his control. This is why the Egyptians had multiple gods and not just one. They had gods that would give them information, intelligence. They would teach them things. The Mayans said that they were aliens coming out of a spaceship, but they saw the same thing. Funny how the Mayan pyramids resemble the Egyptian pyramids. And people say, well, it's amazing because they were from two separate times. There's no way the Mayans could see what the Egyptians were doing. Well, the fallen angels, they're the ones that are being worshiped. So they would want their symbols to be the same. But people don't pay attention to that. They would want their symbols to be the same. All right. I'm just saying. Uh-oh, damn, the chat room moving so fast, it locked up. Motherfucker. There we go. All right. The scriptures point out Satan's argument. Satan don't have a beef with God. Satan has a beef with man. Do you realize when Satan watched God destroy the world and the race of people with a flood, do you realize how happy Satan was in that moment? Watching all of those women and children perish. Why was he so happy in that moment? Because you, in that moment, deserved to be destroyed. And see, Satan is built in the image of perfection. Satan is perfection. He's perfect. So with Satan's perfection, he would never disobey God. He would never think about or fathom. You deserve to die. So imagine his surprise when he look up and it's 8 of you cockroaches still running around on the earth. It's 8 of you motherfuckers still running around. He looked down like, oh, nigga, you left some of them alive. You left some of them alive for what? For what? All they gonna do is the same shit. Why did you even leave them alive? Oh, you love them. Oh. So Satan was cast out because of his disgust for man. All right. So as he walks around the earth, right? It talks about these angels going back into heaven and Satan being the last one to come into the room. Now, why was Satan the last one coming into the room? Because it was 666 angels walking into heaven because they felt like they found God's flaw. They felt like they had the evidence to prove that God was not perfect, that he was playing favoritism. You see what I'm saying? And in some ways it gives a narrative that Satan feels like, like there should not be an equal love for angels and humans. There should not be that. So that is his argument. Like you're a cockroach to him. So when God brings up Job and Job comes into the conversation, right? Job is one man. He's one dude on a planet full of people. So at this time, the planet is full of devil worshipers. They all listen to Satan. Job is the only one that don't. Job sees everything going on around him, but he doesn't indulge in any of the shit that they're doing. So when the conversation comes up, so Satan is like, nigga, this is a cockroach. This is an ant. He's going to do what an ant does. You're telling me that this one ant, this one cockroach is going to stay with you no matter what? No. If I leave the doors open for 24 hours, the dogs are going to go outside eventually. If I leave the doors open. So you're telling me that this isn't going to happen. All right. If a bird has wings and is capable of flying, when I open the cage, it's going to fly out the cage. All right? So this is Satan's argument. This is a human. This human will break no different than any of the other motherfuckers. And Satan had validation because the Canaanites turned on God off rip. And they were like the second, third generation to come after the flood. So the Canaanites repopulated the world. So Satan's like, man, bye. I'm going to break this nigga like I do anything else. What did God say to Satan? He said, hey, dog, everything that he has is already in your hands, right? Because Job was rich. And Satan has control over the kingdoms of the world. So that's why God looked at him like, nigga, why is you complaining? This dude followed me using your money. He using your money and still fucking with me. So what do you mean? You could have been did something to him. You haven't. So Satan said, nah, man, you got a hedge of protection over that dude, man. Come on, bro. You bullshitting. Take that hedge off, man, and do something to him. Watch him curse. Look, I'm not going to do shit, Satan. You go do it. That's your job. That's what you do. You are supposed to be down there turning these niggas on me. Let me go get him. I don't give a fuck. Go get him. So what did Satan do? Everything to that nigga. Satan left heaven. Oh, okay. It's like that? Oh, thank you. I'll be right back. He started killing his children. He did all types of shit. It's the Satan knocking his house down with hurricanes and shit. People that was fucking with him doing business, now they coming robbing him, killing them and shit, robbing his people and shit, leaving one servant alive. You know, that's some devilish shit. Motherfucker kill everybody in your set and just leave one person alive, just so they can come back and tell you. And your organization is so big that you got different businesses running on different parts of town, right? These are big businesses. And now, right, all three of your businesses are destroyed by the same people that fuck with you. And somebody comes and says a hurricane or a tornado just knocked the house down and killed all your children inside of it. So not only you done lost your money and your businesses, you done lost your offspring too. Now, if that ain't enough for you, now all of a sudden you get hit with all these diseases and boils and shit come all over your face and this, that, the other, and your hair falls out and all this other wild shit start happening to you. All right. Then your wife comes and says, damn it, why the fuck are you out here praying? Curse God and die. Just get rid of this. Stop work. You worshiping this nigga, got my daughter killed, got all this shit. This is his wife. The woman that supposedly love him, right? She telling them like, nigga, you fucking up still coming in here talking about some God this, God that. God kissed my ass. My children are dead. What? But all that didn't break him. All of that did not break him. All of that didn't break him. And what happened with Job? God doubled his wealth, right? Gave him some children back, right? Because all of these things were taken from him by Satan himself. And then it's like, well, why did God allow him to do all that? Again, you want to be resurrected, don't you? Why did God do all of that? You want to be resurrected, don't you? So guess what? All of Job's children, yeah, they probably chilling in heaven right now. People don't think about that in that way because you want to see the afterlife, right? All right. Yeah. All right. You want to see the afterlife. Now, if Jesus comes to you on the last day of your life and say, "Hey dog, you was talking shit about me and said I wasn't real." Well, you know what? I am real, bitch, and I'm not resurrecting you. All right. In so many words, Jesus has the best job ever because he gets to walk around on the earth going to each person on their last day and either taking you or trolling you. Because see, if you didn't believe in Jesus Christ, he don't have to show up on your last day. But according to the Bible, he shows up on your last day. That's when you see Jesus Christ. On your last day. Or getting close to your last day. He gonna come holler at you, bruh. You're like, let me come ride with you, dog. All right. So the motherfucker, and I can't think of his name, but back in the 60s or 70s, he was a satanic preacher. He had written the satanic Bible. I can't think of this motherfucker name. McVeigh or McVee or something like that. Something like that. Right? White guy, bald head. Right? He came out with this satanic Bible. Anton LaVey. There you go. Now, the people that were at his deathbed, he said on the last day before he died, his last words were, "Oh my God, I think I made a mistake." I said, well, it's too late now, ain't it? It's a little too late. All right. Aleister Crowley was another one. Aleister Crowley look, there were certain people that made contact with Satan or what you would call Lucifer or whoever, right? Aleister Crowley was one that we just said his name. Anton LaVey was another one. Timothy McVeigh was his name. But okay, yeah. But that dude, right? And Charles Darwin. Charles Darwin also was known to be a devil worshiper. See, nobody ever talks about the history of Charles Darwin, how that man used to be a believer. He was a part of a Catholic church, right? But his daughter had polio, and basically he would, go and pray to God and then come home and watch his daughter slowly die. So at that, when his daughter died, that's when it talks about him going off to that island. Now, what people don't realize is that the knowledge that Charles Darwin came back with was supernatural. Because the books he wrote changed the way we think as a people and a society. His books had the exact same impact as the Bible. Charles Darwin is based in theory, but his theory is now considered fact. When you look at the celebrities that come out and tell you publicly that I am a devil worshiper and that is why I am rich, why don't you accept that for what it is? Eminem did it. A couple of them did it. And they told you about them doing it. They confessed about doing it. Michael Jackson came out. Prince came out. These motherfuckers were killed. They were killed for snitching. Do you see what I'm saying? These motherfuckers were murdered for telling on certain things. John F. Kennedy was another motherfucker that found out. He got to go. We don't have control yet. Even when the Quran was written and brothers like Malcolm X was preaching the Quran and teaching the Quran, when he went back to Mecca, he saw white Muslims and said, oh shit, we done made a mistake. I got to go fix this. He came back to America. They killed him. But the white man is supposed to be your enemy. Anybody that finds out too much about Satan and you got a voice and you have like any type of influence, if you have any type of influence and you try to fuck up Satan's plan, oh, you will die. It's just that simple. He'll kill you. It's just that simple. People won't miss you. So, Sarnetta, I am sending this live to Black Jesus Minister right now. Set it up. All right. Set it up. You want to talk about the Bible, Sarnetta? Let's go. Let's go. I'm telling you right now, Sarnetta, I'm playing the Satan card and you ain't gonna win. I'm playing Satan card and you ain't gonna win. I got my Satan card right here. You ain't gonna win. Because you could talk shit about Jesus Christ. You could talk shit about Noah. You could talk shit about I done sat back over the years. I didn't watch you talk shit about all of the nice people of the Bible. You don't talk shit about the motherfucking bad motherfuckers. Like it was a bunch of evil motherfuckers in the Bible. You don't bring none of them niggas up at all. None of them. Not one. What they were doing, how they was fucking people up. You don't bring up none of that shit. So that's telling me that you ain't reading the whole Bible. You still reading bits and pieces. All right. You still reading bits and pieces. And see, Si, that's not how we understand now, is it? Oh, look. Hey, you know what the funny thing is? Fondy. I called in the Sarnetta show one night, but I ain't tear him up though. I just went over there to show him, that's still my brother. I still fuck with Sarnetta. So you know, I just went over there all nice and shit. Like, what up, though, pimpin'? All right. I slid in, a Fondy. I slid into that live like I slid into AkA Divine's live, goddammit. I slid in that motherfucker. I said, what's up, Si? You good, man? Yeah, man. Much love. You doing big things, homie. I slid over there like, you doing big things, homie. You know, I'm loving it. I loved all this. This is beautiful. This is beautiful, my nigga. This is beautiful. I said, you know, I ain't gonna get him. I ain't gonna get you today. You know, you got other callers. He got other callers on the line. You feel me? I don't want to get you today. I'm gonna let you breathe. Where's Unc at? Where's Unc at? I remember saying that to him too. I was like, where's Unc at? You remember your boy VicDamoane, from Talk Real Solutions? Oh. Maybe y'all could go get Tyrone. Y'all gonna need help with this one. It's going, you know what I'm saying? This is definitely gonna have to be a handicap match. One-on-one, I'm chopping all y'all niggas up. One-on-one, we could do it in a line. All right, y'all can ask multiple questions. I'm a man. Look, okay. All right, go get motherfucking Chef Rob. Go get my nigga Chef Rob. Where's Chef Rob at? Go get Chef Rob. All right, God damn it. Where you at, Chef Rob? Yeah, man. It's on and popping. All right, now I'm gonna go ahead. Because y'all know I got some things I got to do in the back end, on the back end. Ooh-wee. Some people was at the website with me last night, so y'all know what we was doing last night. Yeah. So I will see y'all in a second. Come on, Si. Set it up.